Good morning.
Hi. Thanks
Happy
for joining
Monday.
us. Yeah, we haven't been on here since Wednesday.
Yes.
Appreciate your patience as we had some schedule changes and things, but we're back.
Yes, we're back and we are busy Thursday seeing our friends in Sheboygan. And if you were one of those, it was so nice to meet kind of our worlds collide in the real life.
Yeah.
And we get to meet all of your beautiful faces in person.
Yeah, and Susan Radke's watching right now. She was one of those people who we got to meet in person.
Yeah. And then you want to tell them about the tie?
Oh,
Address it now?
Shall we get into it? Yeah.
I think we shall.
Might as well, yeah.
Yeah.
So we met Susan, and then she said, "Oh, did you get anything at the station that I sent you?" Well, we hadn't at that point.
We left so early in the morning, too.
Yeah, this morning I got back after a 3-day weekend, and there are chickens on this tie. So I appreciate the gift, Susan. That's very nice of you. See the little chickens?
Little chickens.
And in addition to the tie, it came with a pocket square, thank you, Gib, and also some cufflinks.
Yeah.
So it was quite a nice gift, unexpected. So thank you, Susan. That was very nice of you.
And then I wasn't wearing them today, but she got me some cat earrings. And she said they're from my friends at the Occiawk Lake Zoo.
Oh, that's
and
sweet.
that she was hoping that maybe I could dress up like a crazy cat lady for Halloween, which is a great idea. Haven't thought about that. So yeah, it was fun.
Not much different from an average day. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, no.
You're not crazy. But you do love your kitty.
I love my kitty.
Oh, yes.
And I love all the other cats. I was taking care of a friend's cat this past week, so I got double cat time. Never enough kitty time.
Did Stella smell the other cat?
Oh, we didn't let her smell the other cat because in the past, she just immediately starts hissing and then tries to find said cat.
Did she smell Miller on you, though?
I didn't let Miller rub up on me or anything,
Okay.
the cat I was taking care of. So I did pet him and everything, but when I came home, she was like, you could tell she wanted to smell. She's like leaning off the couch by the door, you know. And that's where she was trying to sniff. And I ran right to the bathroom. Then if Nate was taking care of Miller, he went to shower. So
Wow.
she didn't. We had it on lock. We don't want to upset our baby, but I like helping out friends too. So yeah, double-edged sword there, but didn't let her get close enough to really. I think she could probably sniff something was off.
Yeah.
But I wasn't gonna give that to her. Yeah.
You think she'd be upset or just confused or what?
She gets really upset. Like when I first hung out with him, he was on my lap a little bit. Then Nate was like, oh, let her smell your hand. And she immediately started hissing. And then she was looking at the corners of the apartment to see where this cat was, even though the cat wasn't even there. And she was by the door.
Oh my.
She thought we literally had a cat there.
She was hissing just from the scent.
The smell.
On your hand.
Yes, the straight smell was
Wow.
immediate. And then the back started going up and I'm like, okay.
Sniffing and then hissing.
Yeah, and then she was like pouting for a while. She usually gets over things quick, but that was not one thing she got over. It was like for an hour. She was underneath the dining room table trying to find the cat, then in my closet, then the other closet. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense why Nate would just go
wash my hands,
shower and then you, do your best to stay away from Miller.
And change my shirt just in case, because
Wow, what a process.
She's an only child.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. And she will
I want to
be-
protect my
yeah.
baby, but she's a little sassy.
Well, there's your cat talk for this morning. So
Yeah.
again, Susan, thank you for all that.
And it was so nice meeting you, and then if we have any other friends that are on as well. So.
Yeah, we're seeing comments and guesses already to the weather quiz,
Okay,
Heather.
cool. Yeah.
Yep.
So we're talking a 50-50 chance today. Tried to make it easier for everybody. So you usually get a 33.333% chance most days.
Not
you get
today.
a 50% chance today to get
Yeah.
it right. So hopefully this starts off your Monday, right? The week, right? So true or false, the sun crosses the celestial equator at the autumnal equinox. Is that true or false? A,
find
B,
out soon, yeah.
1, 2, T or F, whatever you want to use. We're easy here.
Ooh.
We got to start off with this, Brendan. We have a
Gosh.
new weather camera. If you guys, I know we have some viewers who are evening loyal viewers as well. Joe's been using this camera a lot, but we just got this online during the time where we don't have enough daylight in the morning during the morning show.
Yeah.
So it came on a little bit late, but this is right at the Great Lakes Shipwreck Museum at Whitefish Point, at the lighthouse there.
Oh, the colors.
I know. It's just I
gorgeous.
posted on my Facebook. If you follow my Facebook, the sunrise was gorgeous. And the white caps and then the freighter going through Lake Superior.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful morning, but it does tell the weather story with how windy it is. The white caps on the lake right now are there because of the wind. So we'll get into that full for you. I just wanted to show that while you were still here, Brennan.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, toward the end of our TV show, which is 7 a.m., there's really not much light in the sky these days.
I mean, there's not even a hint of light anymore. It was like somewhat last week. You can kind of see through the streets like a little, but now it's pretty much not present.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll get into the forecast. So if you have any questions, let me know. We're talking about some lake effect rain chances today and tomorrow. So although not widespread rain, we need the rain. And we could take a look at the drought monitor too if you're curious, because we will take any rain we can get. But we do need a lot more to make up for the deficit that we are in. We did start off the morning a rather cloudy start if you were an early riser, but now we're seeing more sunshine as promised. And then we are expecting more sunshine, at least for the first half of the day, before some of us will start to see more cloud cover moving in. And then we're also looking at those rain chances too. So we'll take a closer look. Let's take a look at the wind gust speed though right now, the peak wind gusts, mainly in the Straits and Charlevoix, seeing wind gusts of 17 miles per hour or more. Drummond Island close to there, just looks like east of there. Looks like it's pretty windy where those orange colors are. So we're hanging on to gusty conditions. We are going to see a windy day. That's why the Gulf forecast, yeah, it's not so good for many reasons. And this is more of a judgment call because I do golf and I do know that if it's windy, it's not a fun time. It's going to be cold and then there's going to be rain chances. So not so good. If you do really have a tee time early in the morning and you want to get that in, maybe if you're in our southern counties, it could be okay. But I'm talking about generally speaking by the afternoon, shower chances, early sun, then 50s and 60s. The outdoor conditions over the next few days, we have caution today and tomorrow for those light lake effect rain showers. Now we're not looking at a lot of rain, but again, we do have that chance mainly if you're north or east. And then Wednesday, we'll start off with some cloud cover. Then we're looking at decreasing clouds and then a better forecast for Wednesday. Here's a look at Stormcast. So by the afternoon, we'll start to see that rain moving into the eastern upper peninsula first. Some more clouds around there. That's by mid-afternoon. By dinner, if you're east of I-75, closer to Alpena, Alcona, even Oscoda, maybe Montmorency County, that's where we could see a light shower still. And that will carry into the evening hours too. We're not looking at a lot, but you might need that jacket if you're going to be outside tonight. And then early tomorrow morning, we'll still see some light rain showers around, mainly again, north and east. By the afternoon, if you're northeast over Sheboygan, Presqu'île, those areas specifically, you could see some heavier downpours, but it looks like a lot of that's like by 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock. Most of that's going to be out of here. We are tracking the tropics, and after Hurricane Helene, you know, this hurricane now is forecasted to make landfall in Florida. If you have friends or family, or even if you're watching from Florida, my heart is with you. Just make sure if there is evacuations in place to take them seriously, because this hurricane is going to rapidly continue to intensify. It already has. So at 5 a.m., it was a Category 1. Now Category 3 already. So at 125 miles per hour, it's moving slow at 8 miles per hour, east-southeasterly. But you see just over the next few hours of our day, even today, we'll zoom out a little bit more here, into the afternoon, just by noon, 4 hours from now, if so, we're going to see that entering warm, abnormally warm waters. There's not a lot of wind shear that's going to slow this down, so it is looking at rapidly intensifying to a Category 4. It will stay most likely a Category 4 through Wednesday, and the timing of this as it makes landfall could change because we are a few days out, but it will depend, and it's been rapidly intensifying as forecasted, but even so, looks like Wednesday into Thursday is the time period where we could see that making landfall, and it will most likely make landfall as a Category 3 hurricane, still a major hurricane. And when we talk hurricanes on the Gulf, the western Gulf or shoreline of Florida, we talk about the rain that precedes the event, the rain during the event, but most likely in a lot of the issues that we see with, you know, a lot of destruction is the storm surge, because that is the ocean water that is coming onshore after that hurricane passes. So behind the hurricane, those winds, those onshore winds, push the ocean water right on the shoreline, and that's where we see a lot of destruction. That's what we saw with Helene. So this is going to be a very similar situation. I'm not sure how much the storm surge will be just quite yet, but they're talking about big numbers again. So just make sure if you are in that area or know people close to Tampa, check in with them, make sure they're taking it seriously, because not only the winds, but the rain and the storm surge will all be big factors when this makes landfall in the next 2 days or so. 4-zone forecast highs here at home. Quiet weather for the most part to start off our day with early sunshine. Then we're looking at PM showers, mainly 50s and 60s. A breezy north or westerly wind today. We're looking at sustained winds of 15 to 20 miles per hour. We could see wind gusts higher than that, especially if you're close to the shoreline of the Great Lakes, but mainly low 60s down in the northern lower. On the eastern side, PM showers. West of I-75, I do think we're going to see more sunshine than clouds today. So that is what we're dealing with. More dry weather west. If you're east, we'll see those PM showers moving in. 4-zone forecast lows tonight, a chilly evening, 40s in the eastern upper. We're hitting those lows where we need them to be to see those fall colors change even more. So this is good news if you want to go leaf peeping, but cloudy and some scattered showers in the eastern upper peninsula. We'll see some scattered showers too east of I-75, as I mentioned, isolated into the overnight hours. We'll see more of that early on. Upper 30s inland, 40s and 50s along the shoreline. Partly cloudy skies west of I-75 to mostly clear skies. So that's where we're going to see some of those cooler temperatures tonight. The extended forecast, we're looking at lake effect rain mainly in the afternoon, evening, and then tomorrow, some of that will linger into the day, mainly north and east. Dry weather Wednesday, Thursday, much of the day Friday. We could see a shower chance there, mainly north in the PM hours in the northern lower, but aside from that, most of us will stay dry. Little warmer on Friday, dry weather Saturday, and then Sunday. That looks like our next best chance for rain is on Sunday. And I want to show the drought monitor before we do shoe fun stuff, because this is where we're at, and this is why I keep saying we need the rain, we need the rain. Any rain will take it, because the eastern upper peninsula, a lot of spots are severe, if not moderate drought. And then the shoreline of the northern lower, the tan color, we're in a moderate drought over in northern parts of Sheboygan, Emmett County, Leelanau, Benzie, Grand Traverse, northern Manistee, Alpena, into Alcona. So those areas especially need the rain. So this forecast it's a good sign for the eastern side. We need that rain. Not a lot, but we'll take it. And shoe fun today. So every morning we debut a new pair of shoes from Golden Shoes, and we got the comfy shoes today.
You go running?
Yeah, maybe running. These are running shoes. Jogging. I like a light jog.
Walking?
Yeah, I like a light jog. Not a big runner, girl. Used to be. But yeah, these are some fun white sneakers I have on, so super comfortable, black and white. They're nice and white though, right now.
Very clean.
Very
clean.
Right
out of the box.
Right out of the box. Yeah.
Shall we get into Heather's weather lessons?
Yes, let's show our friends Heather's weather lessons, because we had a special guest. Right, Brendan?
Yeah, this was
there
on
we go. Thursday morning, we made the trek up to Sheboygan. We were talking about Valpo there in the video, because Brendan and I both went to Valpo. If you've watched for a while, you know. That's kind of how I ended up here. So I like to tell the origin story, because everyone's like, you're from California, how'd you make it here? So we were on the road Friday to Sheboygan. We went to the Sheboygan County Council on Aging right outside Sheboygan there. That's a picture of the mayor's wife and the kids.
Hi,
That's Susan. And I talked about severe weather safety, forecasting the weather in northern Michigan, the challenges, watches and advisories, especially small craft advisories. That was something that was requested. And anchor Brennan, Kinney joined me. And it was so fun meeting all of our friends in person. And it was so much fun. And thank you so much for having us. Great hosts. It's always a fun time. It's worth it when we go out there. So
yeah, it sure was.
Yeah.
A lot of friendly faces. And yeah, so nice to meet Susan.
Faces we didn't know watch the Facebook Live that don't necessarily comment as much. They were also there.
Yeah, and so, yeah, meeting people like Susan, and let's see, there was Molly, Grandma Barb.
Yeah.
We met, and then, I apologize, but I don't remember her name, but yeah, she's the wife of the Sheboygan mayor, and the family as well, and Mark and his wife, great hosts, bought our lunch, which, by the way, was delicious. Meatloaf, mashed potatoes, pears. There was some kind of, it was like a pudding, like a peach pudding, not quite a cobbler or a pie. I didn't have a bite.
Yeah.
I was too busy chatting, which that is not common for me to not have dessert.
He
was busy.
cleaned the plate though, and I was so busy talking to people, getting things set up, and I need to start my presentation. Everyone wanted to visit beforehand, which is great, but I had to get into the reason why I was there. So I only ate a little bit, but I'm not a big meatloaf fan. In their meatloaf, amazing.
Had some barbecue sauce on top.
Yes, it had barbecue sauce on top, but
So
the
good.
gravy, the potatoes, oh, it was so good. So it's nice when we drive to, it was like 2 hours and 10 minutes one way. To get lunch there was so nice.
Yeah.
And then we drove back.
Yes, we did. Which
Yeah.
is why we're back here. And so that was just a very warm welcome. We appreciate all the people who said hi. And then Heather asked the question, so who watches at 4:30 in the morning?
I always like to see a show of hands.
Like 7-ish out of maybe 40 people?
A lot more than I was anticipating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah,
here.
so I give them the little nugget about my hair every once in a while. If you wake up that early, you might know. But yeah, I always like to know who's watching when. And so when a lot of our friends on Facebook Live, the ones in Sheboygan, were telling us sometimes just 6 a.m. Sometimes they don't sleep, so they just watch the whole show. But yeah, it's always interesting to see when people tune in.
Yeah.
So thanks for waking up with us, because we are waking up at that hour with you.
It's a process. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get to the comments here on Facebook. Joel saying good morning from the Pleasanton Patriots Pub. It's 45 degrees. It's sunny there. Nancy said it's only 49 in East Jordan.
Only? Tomorrow you will not be saying that, Miss Nancy.
Paul is watching, saying hi to Gib. Well, saying hi to all and also Gib. Mark,
Oh, Gib gets an extra shout out.
he sure does. A valued friend and team member. Huh, Gib? He agrees.
A
Yes.
friend and team member.
Mark L watching from Fremont, Indiana, sunny and cool, 50 degrees. Mark N watching from Mayo, 43 and sunny. Paula saying good morning from Boyne Falls, 48 and sunny. No rain over the weekend, with the emoji with a little teardrop.
Oh, yeah, it was a super quick shot of a little rain Saturday night into Sunday morning. Super windy. I don't know if you saw, Brendan, and maybe our friends that are watching also saw firsthand the amount of trees that were down Sunday morning. Pierce Stocking Drive on your way to Empire, Sleeping Bear Dunes, trees making the road impassable.
Really?
Benzie County, a lot of trees reported down, a lot of branches on the road, because the winds were howling here Saturday. I kept my window open for a little bit, but after like 2 a.m., I had to close it because it was just, Stella was getting freaked out. She was waking up. It was that loud. Like the blinds were like hitting the window.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a lot of driving over the weekend. I didn't see any trees down, but I believe you. Was it stronger maybe along the lakeshore?
I think
Lake
so.
Michigan?
Yeah, it was pretty strong. I mean, Frankfurt always sees the stronger winds and a lot of trees and power lines down when wind kind of comes on shore like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, Gib, did you see any in Gran? No? Okay.
No trees down in Grand.
Okay. Yep. I was just seeing the pictures of Sleeping Bear Dunes, and it was not great. Yeah.
So a busy day for tree crews and things like that.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wallace saying good morning, Heather. Nice new purple dress. Good morning, Brendan. Nice suit and tie. The question is true. He must have been watching the first Facebook Live, because I think you had mentioned, right? It's a new dress.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Or he's just very observant. I think that might be part of it.
Could be.
Yeah.
And Wally also saying it's 45 in Mayo. Did we say that? No. And Heather wanting to talk about the hurricane, which I think Wally commented before. He talked about Milton, right?
Yep.
Milton?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, because he has a place in North Fort Myers. And yeah, he's hoping it's not too bad.
I hope not.
Yeah.
But it is just entering this environment that it's not looking great, unfortunately. There's nothing to slow it down. I was talking to, I also covered in the visit just the winter weather outlook, even though there's nothing official sent out by NOAA just yet. We can look at the climatology and see it's a La Nina watch. In a La Nina year, we usually see more severe Atlantic hurricane seasons. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now. And that is a signature that we need, and especially as climatologists need, to kind of know what winter we might get. But again, it's throwing stuff at the wall, hoping it sticks. But I still like to talk. I know I'm going to get the questions.
Yeah.
So I still like to cover it and why and what could happen. We'll just have to see, though.
And Wally brings up a good point. A lot of people don't wear cufflinks anymore.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll be wearing those now that I know that I have them from Susan.
He does wear a cuff. He has a BK, like his little.
Yep, the BRK.
Yeah.
From my mom. And a couple other pairs. And then I think that's all from Wally for now. Okay, yeah, let's go up.
Okay.
Where do we leave off? Joel has been hoping to cut firewood, but way too windy. Hopefully the wind calms down. Susan Radke, been getting a lot of shout outs. She's saying it's 42 and sunny there at Akiak Lake, but for good reason. She's very sweet and very generous. Jackie's saying good morning, 46 in Kalkaska. Sure was awfully windy yesterday. Jackie said, what was going on?
It's the wind with a cold front. So anytime we have a front that moves through, we usually see those winds picking up behind it. And that's pretty much what happened yesterday, even Saturday night into Sunday. And so that wind kind of lingers behind that system sometimes, especially here. And so if you're by the shoreline, especially, that's why we're seeing gusty conditions right now. And it's going to be kind of the weather story today. Still pretty windy. But I don't know, I've been here during fall in the Midwest in enough fall seasons that's kind of typical. This is more fall-like. The wind starts blowing the leaves off the trees and all of that, so.
And Linda, welcome to the conversation. I don't think she's chimed in. She's saying good morning from Unising, 44 and going to be sunny. So Linda's not too far from that live picture behind Heather.
Yeah, close to. And other parts of the UP, I don't think Munising was included, but they were under and still under a frost advisory this morning, and it is cold there. Yeah.
Imagine those advisories won't be issued for much longer because the growing season is
And
coming to a
that's,
close,
I was waiting for a notice from NWS because they usually will say when they stop issuing frost advisories or warnings, because the growing season's pretty much done here.
Yeah.
I think probably by the end of the week, they'll probably say no more issued, but that doesn't mean you won't wake up to frost. It just means that we're not warning you about it because it's not really too important anymore. Most of you take in all your plants and all of that, and you've got your cover on your gardens and stuff.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
yeah, I think by the end of the week it'll probably happen.
Yeah. So Susan Radke is guessing true for the weather quiz. Susan Lash Sims watching from sunny Kalkaska. It's 46 degrees there. Thanks, Susan. Joel's guessing true. Nancy's guessing true. So is Mark L. And Ellis is with us this morning saying it's 45 and sunny, guessing true. Paul guessing T.
Okay.
We like it, Paul. Susan Lash Sims guessing true, as is Paula. Jackie's guessing true. My mom's with us as well. Hey, Mom. It was a fun week with her and Benj and the weekend
And
with
I got
my
to
dad
see
as well.
her after the visit, which was fun.
Yeah, she mentions you here in the comments. She said, good morning from Port Huron. Loved being in Traverse City. It was wonderful. Thank you to my great son. Thanks, Mom. He is so much fun. And got to see sweet Heather for a bit. And
I got to see Benji.
Mr. Benj.
So nice to see Benj, but I do like seeing Christine. Benji's a bonus. I love
Just
Christine.
making it clear.
Yeah, I want it to be clear.
Yeah, she'll be here in a couple weeks, so you get to see him again. And Bob, too.
Bob with Benji.
Exactly, yes. And yeah, my mom thought the tie was different than she's seen before. She knows my tie collection. And that was so nice of Susan, and they loved meeting her. Yes, we did. Thanks, Mom. Have a great Monday as well. Susie Q is saying it's 44 in Frederick. Burr, our granddaughter, had an awesome and beautiful reception. It was so fun.
Oh, good.
Lots of dancing. I don't think I saw the pictures from the wedding, Susie Q. I saw the reception, the dress rehearsal pictures. And so I'm sure it'll pop up on my Facebook here eventually. Susie Q is guessing true. Madison is saying happy Monday with a coffee and fall leaf emoji. Joel said my buddy brought me cupcake meatloaf yesterday. Delicious.
Ooh, so more bite size.
Cupcake meatloaf.
Yeah, I just
like
think it's
that
in
idea.
a cupcake pan.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's cute. Chris, good to hear from her from Chicago.
Yeah.
She just had total knee replacement 3 weeks ago. And she said, missed you guys. Missed you too,
Hopefully
Chris.
you're on the mend. I know it's a pretty intensive surgery, so prayers for that.
Yeah. Remember my aunt had it years ago, probably 25 years ago. She had a big machine on her bed that would stretch
Moved
her
it,
knee.
so you're, the blood flow.
Yes, Gib? Oh, Roxanne, our friend and coworker Roxanne.
Roxanne.
My niece is at Disney College. Is the hurricane expected to hit there, Heather?
Disney College. I'd have to look.
Is that what, Kissimmee or Orlando, Roxanne?
Probably Orlando, right?
It's Orlando, yeah.
Okay. I want to see, right? Okay. Oof.
Does Roxanne want to come in here and say hi?
Does she want a full weather briefing in person?
Oh,
Oh, she's back there sniffing.
No, I know the answer would be no.
Okay, let's see here. Yeah.
Is that graphic like right over Orlando, Heather?
Right south of the track for now looks like it'll go right south of Tampa.
Oh, I see it now.
And then, yeah, right south of Orlando. So still is a Category 1 hurricane. Still pretty strong. Winds of 85, maybe even 90 miles per hour by the time it gets there. So make sure she's safe, Roxanne. Check in on her. It's not looking good. The fact that it's still a Category 1 when it makes landfall is not good. Too windy. And then that storm surge behind it, too. I don't think Orlando will see it as bad. Tampa for sure. But, yeah, all that rain that's falling now is not going to help once this makes landfall, too. It's just going to be so saturated, the ground already.
Mm-hmm, from Helene.
Yeah.
And just the rate at
Yeah.
how fast these storms are strengthening is just incredible, Heather.
I know, and I like to watch weather programming on the weekend when I'm cleaning and stuff. And so I was watching 2 different weather channels, and yeah, they're talking about Hurricane Milton. And yesterday it was just a tropical storm in the morning, I think even Saturday. And then, yeah, just rapidly intensified already to a Category 3.
Wow.
125 miles per hour. It's churning in the Gulf. So we're keeping all forecasters, National Hurricane Center's done a really good job trying to keep people notified, days in advance of this. And that cone, if you see, it's kind of more wide here. That means that that area highlighted in the white colors on either side will still see the effects of tropical storm type winds or even hurricane force winds. So that cone means all of that is affected. Oh, you'll still see rain south of there too. You'll still see winds picking up, but not the tropical storm or hurricane strength. But that is what that cone really means. So it's a pretty wide area there and going kind of just south of the Big Bend region that just got hit. So they're under hurricane warnings, storm surge warnings, and all of that right now already in place before this makes landfall.
Yeah. And Jackie saying it was great having your mother with us Thursday. Yeah, my mom went to lunch while Heather and I were doing our thing, went to lunch with some of my Weight Watcher friends.
Yeah, we had fun, weather fun, news fun, and then Christine had Olive Garden fun.
And she
with all
brought me
the girls.
leftovers.
Ooh.
Very good.
Was that dinner?
Uh-huh. Yeah, actually
Nice.
for a couple nights, yeah.
Nate was grilling brats when I got home, which was nice.
Yum.
So we had a local meat shop here, makes great brats, and there was a cherry brat and a prime rib Asiago brat, and I'm not a big cherry fan.
We know.
But I love the cherry brat. It's good. Subtle. In case you were wondering.
And now we know.
You're a brat fan.
Susie Q loves your dress, Heather.
Thank you.
Said beautiful. And Brendan's tie.
It kind of matches my nails, like unintentionally. It's got these done Friday or Thursday too. Thursday was a packed day for me.
And Susie Q's husband had to wear one, I'm guessing a tie at the wedding. Nice seeing him in a tuxedo.
I do love a good tuxedo.
On night 2. He left in on night 2. I don't know what that means. So he left tie on. Okay. And then Wally said, and also I shot a nice 3-point buck that weighed about 125 pounds. Now I have some venison to take to Florida when he goes.
Oh, nice. Bow season, huh? It's already started.
Yeah, when did that start, Gib?
Wasn't that the 1st?
There you
October
go,
1st.
October 1st.
Yep.
And Kalli, Callie? Is that how you say that,
Yeah.
Heather? So Callie's saying, hey, I'm coming up your way this weekend from North Texas. Any suggestions on where to look for leaves?
Ooh.
I have some spots.
I have some spots. I'll say some, and maybe you can also echo the same.
You can go for it. You can start.
And I've done a lot of leaf peeping stories. So I've asked the tree experts and everything. And I love Leelanau County. If you just take side roads through Leelanau County, not on the shoreline, that's where a lot of people try to look. If you take any side roads, Pierce Stocking Drive up to Empire, those areas, the Empire Bluff Trail, that would be good too. But Leelanau in general is a very good leaf peeping area. Benzie County too, if you go closer to Frankfort, you could take those side roads. You'll see a lot of leaf peeping opportunities there. I've done the Tunnel of Trees, and honestly, I do like Leelanau County more than the Tunnel of Trees all the way in Harbor Springs, because that's a drive, about over an hour and about 10 or 20 minutes. But love Leelanau and Benzie for leaf peeping. Where are you at, Brennan? What do you think?
Oh, Joel said high rollerways east of Buckley. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure. She said coming up your way, so that could mean a lot of different places. The Sioux or Petoskey or TC or Gaylord, I'm not sure, Alpena. But yeah, if you are in, well, if you're coming up here, I don't know if you're flying, but I was driving up 75 yesterday and the leaves were beautiful through Roscommon County, Crawford County, even M72 through Kalkaska County. And so pretty much anywhere you look, but Heather brings up a good point, you know, with the leaves closer and the trees closer to the lakeshore, those leaves are not going to be as colorful right now as inland.
Inland's your best bet. Because we're not at peak just yet. We're on the edge. We're getting there.
So Callie has a car, so that's good. So you're got some wheels to do some traveling. But if you're coming up here just to look for leaves, you don't have to look too far. I think that's really the main point.
Just take the side roads. Don't take the main roads. That was always what we talked about in my leaf peeping stories. So that's from the leaf and the tree experts. That advice that I'm relaying to you.
This is good. So Callie is flying into Detroit, driving up with no destination, just leaves. Well, perfect. Yeah, you'll be going up I-75.
Yeah.
So you'll see a lot of beautiful leaves there. And then from there, so with no destination. So yeah, come to Leelanau County if you want. Go check out the leaves in the UP as well if you want. And
even a lot of the wineries like have a good vantage point of a lot of leaf peeping opportunities too. So if you are a wine fan or maybe you just want to visit the wineries, it's always a good opportunity to see the leaves as well. But around this time 2 years ago, Allie Baxter and I drove up to Tequamanon Falls in the Upper Peninsula. So if you have no destination, right now is around peak in the Upper Peninsula. So if you want to drive the bridge, go up to St. Ignace and then just keep going north and a little west there. Tequamanon's gorgeous right now. Yeah,
I don't know if you've been across the Mackinac Bridge yet, Callie, but if you haven't, one of the longest suspension bridges in the world, almost 5 miles long, beautiful views. Yeah, go check it out. And check in with us too around this time.
Yeah,
and
show
let
us
know.
pictures. Send us pictures too.
Yeah.
Hotshots@upnorthlive.com. We'd love to see them, but even if you want to email them to me too, we would love to air any leaf pictures, especially giving people updates of where the leaves are too, or it's very helpful for others.
Yeah, and Susie Q saying Mansalona Road and 612 are gorgeous.
I was gonna say Mansalona is a good spot too.
And Callie, hasn't crossed the bridge yet. Yes, so definitely need to go across the bridge. Oh, man. On a windy day like this, though, 10 and 2 might be a good idea.
No windy days, no. But
the bridge has to be high enough for the freighters to go underneath, so just a little heads up.
And the wind goes through the grates. That's why there's grates on the bridge.
The bridge is designed to move a little bit,
so
don't be scared.
Don't be alarmed. But yeah, Tequamanon around this time, ideal if you want to drive up there. But there's so many other spots, you don't have to go far.
Yeah, keep us updated. But you chose a great spot to come to Northern Michigan. And Lou said good morning from Wellston, a little cool where Lou is. And Callie, She sent the emoji with like the mind blown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the bridge. Yeah,
it
it swayed just a little bit.
Little wiggle, wiggle.
All right, good deal. We are entering record territory with how long this is. Go ahead, Heather.
Yeah, so true or false, Brennan? The sun crosses the celestial equator at the autumnal equinox.
I was trying to visualize this. I guess false, but I was wrong.
It's true. It's not the same as the actual equator. It's the slice between the northern and southern hemispheres. Generally speaking, close to the same area, but that is the definition of the autumnal equinox.
Wait,
though.
is this like the Tropic of Capricorn and Cancer, like those?
Think
That go
so?
through like Mexico? On the
Probably.
northern side of the equator?
Kind of. Not quite, though.
Where's the celestial equator?
It's 0 degrees declination when the Earth's equator is 0 degree latitude. So it's a slant. I'll show you a picture, but it's a
You're gonna pull that
slant
up?
slicing through the Earth there. This. So the North and the South Pole,
Oh.
and it's this slicey slice.
the yellow
through.
one?
Yeah. This is, or no, this the blue
Oh,
one.
it's at an
So
angle. Huh.
It's like through the whole Earth is basically what it is. But 0 degrees.
So I don't think it's the Tropic of Cancer or Capricorn.
No,
Okay.
it wouldn't be.
Okay.
Close, but not quite. All right, Gib says okay standing. So Brennan and director Gib guessed false. They were wrong this morning. That's okay. There's 4 more days. And then producer Sarah, Facebook viewers, 1 for 1. Our Facebook viewer this morning was Mr. Mark L. If you like to set the alarm at 6:20, that's when we usually start the Facebook Live and show you the weather quiz then. And then we mention you on live television time. And then now.
And then last comment here from Amy saying good morning from a still intact Punta Gorda. Lots of folks evaluating, Amy says.
Evacuating, you mean?
She says evaluating. I thought maybe evaluating the damage from Helene, but also evacuating too. I think
I
would
would
work
think
as well.
evacuating.
I can see, yeah, both ways. So,
Yeah.
Amy, yeah, you and
Stay
our
safe.
friends will definitely be in our thoughts here in the coming days. But that's it for now on this Monday.
We're live tomorrow, though, for more fun friendship and forecasting, 4:30 to 7. At 6 a.m., though, Miss Madison is talking about some spooky season stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's being billed as the witchiest weekend in Michigan.
And Roscommon, right?
Roscommon County,
County,
yeah.
yeah.
Houghton Lake is where Madison's going to be tomorrow with witches and wizards. Yep. All right. Well, that does it for a Monday.
All righty. Have a good Monday. We'll be back here tomorrow morning. We'll see you then.